These aren't dated. Well, at least, no, they should be dated, but I wouldn't know which one's which just by looking
Was
at them.
it difference on this battle stats between your HP, max HP, and current HP?
Because your basic HP, your standard HP is gonna stay the same no matter what. That's just so then you can refer to it and then update it. Max HP can update during the middle of battle, where it's like I personally have a spell that can say raise your max HP by 5, so that you essentially gain 5 extra points of life. Your current HP is essentially down to what it's the number that's going to change a lot during battle because you're losing health, you're gaining health, and so on. So, yeah.
Also,
you need those 3 numbers.
Ryan, you get a short rest.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, your character didn't take a long rest, but, you went out to eat, so...
Hello.
Okay, I got my key.
Alright.
Fred was like, wasn't planning on it.
I did get up, sir.
No part. So that's the litter box, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Smells a little bitter in here.
Really?
That's that kind of catty smell.
In the recording, there's going to be a slight music, but that's from me playing something for the background.
Okay.
Keep me in the mood. All right. Because it gets awfully quiet. So, last where we were. What were we
We were
doing?
Taman was in Soraya's room.
Mhm.
Eric says hi.
Hey Eric, you wanna play?
I'm good.
Did you just tug on his tail?
No.
You squished his tail. Like, don't touch the tuft. Anyway. So yeah, where we last left off, Taman was in Soraya's room.
I'm opening up the windows.
I don't remember what we was doing in the room.
I was repairing the damaged one that was still among the papers, and repairing any other papers so that they didn't break as easily. And we were reading through all the papers and figured out the part about the book being, I
Bad.
don't necessarily want to say cursed, but charmed.
Bad.
Yes. Well, I already explained some details to Rachel and Meta, but it's not gonna affect your end of the story anymore. It's not gonna affect our characters' perceptions too much. So anyway, let's figure out where. Yes. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So you're in the room. What do you do? I guess we'll go with Taman since.
Yeah.
Well, okay, you're repairing the pages?
Well, we were already done with that, and we were reading over the papers and just figured out, like, I don't really remember if there was anything else in game that we found out other than that one fact about the book not necessarily being good with having 2 readers at the same time.
I feel like it kind of took over anyone who read it.
Well, Soraya's fine. It's just when there's 2 readers, there can be conflict.
Yeah, but it seemed like it was more than... It was... The impression I got, maybe I'm wrong, was that it was more than just that having that more than one person reading it at a time tended to make one or more of them get jealous of the other reader. It seemed like it was also, like, it affects the mind in general. That's not a good thing. It probably, if it affects the mind when there's 2 people reading it, it probably still affects the mind when there's 1 person reading it. Perhaps slightly differently, but it probably still does.
I guess in some way. Anyway, so yeah, we had just gotten done with that, so unless I missed any other details, Joseph, Damon, what do?
We just finished reading it?
No, well, you still have
All
notes.
the papers.
Yeah,
The
you
note.
you just came across that one note.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we still have to read the others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do I asked, sorry, do you wish to keep reading through the notes, or do you think we should try and get the book away from Lady Redcard? It does not seem like it is a good thing.
Out of game. I thought that
No,
I
no,
did
no,
have.
no. She had the book. Soraya has the book.
Oh, sorry, I has the book. Never mind then.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
At
I
least
said
two of
that
us
I would
do.
have the point of taking it, just so then I could say I would be repairing it, and that's
I thought we took the notes, but I thought Lady Redcard had the book.
because I was reading it with her. I was holding it, and she was reading over my shoulder.
Okay, then never mind. I do not say that.
Then what do?
And I guess I continue reading the notes.
Alright! Fucking finally! Alright. I'll put these into Skype. By the way, do you wish to share this information or with Soraya, or do you just want to read for yourself?
Well, my understanding was that as I was mending the books, I would also be reading, or mending the pages, I would also be reading over them, which is
Okay.
why you said we both knew that.
Alright, cool. Here you go. Here's the first note. The book is mysteriously consecrated. As the notes say, the book is mysteriously consecrated and desecrated at the same time, fending off evil and monsters with a deadly cold. Non-evil beings are not affected, but they will detect its desecrated state.
I guess that would explain why the slime didn't eat it, and the ghoul didn't, I guess, bother it.
So, that said, read the next note?
Yep.
Next note! Also, I got a nice picture of a house on the mountains, cherry blossoms. Not exactly the same thing that we're at, but it fits. Alright. Location of origin is unknown. Okay. Imagine a necromancer writing this. Location of origin is unknown. Current owner found it at a base of a great mountain while collecting bodies and trapping live victims. Next note. The next note says he started reading the contents of the books and noticed its contents were engrossingly detailed story. He had to fight off the urge to read it. It was too good of a story to put down.
Wait, is it a work of fiction, or is it like a diary, or what is it?
Diary-esque. From what
But
I
you
was
don't know if
told.
it's a work of fiction.
You don't know if it's a work of fiction or not, but it's in the format of a diary.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think so. All right. Origin of the magic within the book is unworldly, like from another plane. Decides that perhaps he would test it out and let his prisoners read the book, just to see what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
He notices that the readers would become obsessed with the book, couldn't put it down, just totally engrossed with its story. Notices that it has different effects on races. Deans have a lower willpower to stop reading, and non-Deans have an easier way, have an easier chance of pulling themselves away from the story.
And perhaps whatever this book is was created to harm the Deans, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. For one book to do that, though, if they're obsessed with the book, they wouldn't want to let it go.
Those who live virtual lives have a higher chance of putting the book down. Those who are cruel in life have a harder time putting it down, with difficulty, challenge. The book will often cause fights between the readers. They would get more aggressive and intense as their obsession increases. The further along they got in the book, the more desperate they become. By the way, my grammar totally fucked up in these notes. Sorry. It was late.
No worries.
None of the prisoners ever finished the book, as they all died from the wounds of infighting, or eventually I experimented them myself to create flesh golems powered by DM blood, with an automated desire to combine its flesh with other DMs.
So we don't know what happens if you finish the book because they all killed each other or he killed them for fun.
Yes.
One of my
At the-
favorite
at the-
creations. About the book itself, the book details about the life of a child. Details about a powerful princess and how she united Dee. It may be an autobiography that may be written in the third person, unsure, very captivating. It feels like I'm in the very world as I read it. Details of this princess's reign is that of a fairly recent book. I'd say 10, 20 years perhaps, maybe longer, but it was fairly recent.
Which by this count would be 200 to 500 years ago, depending on... Oh yeah, I guess it depends on when Lady Redcard left D, because... Oh yeah, that would depend on when Lady Redcard left D, because
She doesn't remember the details of the details described. Right?
well, it's not really about her or anything she would know, it's about someone's personal experiences. I was simply saying that because of the writing on the outside, and, well, I guess by the state of the skeleton. It's a skeleton rather than a corpse, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So that also depends on where you are. How many decomposers? I guess there probably wouldn't be that much in there considering the oozes.
Right. And
I know, just random fact time.
No!
There've been
Okay.
studies. Oceanic decomposers are super fast. Like, some scientists, they took like several tuna, like a dozen tuna, put them on a wire with a camera, and stuck it and dropped it down to the deep sea and recorded how long it took to strip the tuna, and they were boned within 18 hours.
whoa.
Yeah.
Alright, and the last page?
Let me see. He is impressed that this princess reminds him much of his current leader. Actually, the correct name would be Velka. Vecka, I think. Impressed?
You can edit it here in the Skype.
Maybe later. Just letting you know that the pronunciation is slightly different. Alright. No, I'm sorry. There we go, that's the correct name. Alright, so anyway.
Okay, because, wait a second, isn't that the Orcus follower?
So, no, this is actually the Orcus follower, yeah.
Wait.
So
So it was a Vecna?
No, is that he's impressed that this princess reminds him much like his current leader, Vecna, and that she serves as a great inspiration of cruelty, power, and strangely also an inspiration of kindness, leadership, and love for her people. She has the makings of becoming a god, but not quite as good as Vecna. It's understandable why Vecna would hold a respect for Dians, and also this great reason why he also hates them so much.
So Vecna both respects and hates Dians, or Vecna respects them and the Necromancer hates them?
Vecna hates Dians.
Okay, Vecna has
Vecna-
both.
Can you please fix that in the Skype message? It's confusing because Velkus is the Orcus follower, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There we
Sorry,
go.
that's why I said change it. Thank you.
Must be a-
Multiple places.
Must be a brain thing.
Well, yeah. Because it's like Velka. Like, Velka's the ruler.
You actually do have a... No, reminds him like his current leader. Not the princess, his current leader.
Right, he's saying the princess reminds him of his current leader.
Yes.
Vecna.
Yes. Does that make sense, Rachel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. So, continuing on.
And Velka, the...
No, that was a misspelling.
Okay,
Mispronunciation.
well, it's in there twice. Or 3 times.
But he meant Vecna, not Velka.
Yeah, this whole time I'm mispronouncing.
Okay.
Unless we can stick with Velka, this whole which is fine. Because I kind of like that name better.
Velna.
Velkna or Vecna? Come on, we gotta make a decision here.
Vecna.
I don't care.
Vecna.
Okay.
All right. So. Making your changes. There we go.
Thank you.
Now, there's actually a few other little bits of notes that still survive. Here's a slight detail. You're not sure where it is in the notes, but it says this. Although not practical, it would be helpful to learn to turn this side effect into a possible weapon. The spell could be activated in the middle of a large-scale battle, wiping out foes within its shockwave, leaving the reader badly harmed, but in fighting condition. Maybe I can extract the spell and weaponize it for further use. I might want to test it out on the village here, just to give it a try.
Yeah.
And then you find one little scratched out phrase. Portal.
Portal?
Yes. Just by itself. That's a lone surviving word.
Got it.
Okay, so you're considering using the whatever spell makes people want to read the book and start fighting each other if more than one people try and read it, as to basically turn an army on itself.
I'm just handing it off to you guys.
Okay. I am transcribing that. Alright, so I guess going to dialogue, I think it best that I keep the book on hand.
I agree. This would be a bad thing to fall into the wrong hands.
I meant more to keep Lady Redcard away from the book as well, but yes, I do agree with what you are saying. And I may need your help at some point to keep her away. If she starts talking about it, maybe distract her somehow. I don't know how, but I don't want to have to fight her if necessary, if I can avoid it.
I will do what I can.
I think I will continue reading the book, though. Not because
Are you saying this in character?
I'm trying to say it in character. So yeah. As cautious as I am about reading the book, I do think it would be important to figure out what's in it. That way we can better understand better understand maybe its hold on people, and also maybe get some clues about our current situation. This is talking about a princess, and Deans live for a very long time, as per my understanding. So perhaps this princess is the same one that we're looking for.
Perhaps, but how long can a Dean live? This is centuries ago, was it not?
Yes, but look at Lady Redcard.
Isn't Lady Redcard a vampire?
No, she's a magician.
No, I thought she was a vampire.
Nope, that's Lord Redcard.
I thought they both were. Never mind.
Nope.
Okay.
But what I also can't figure out is why did that slime not get through the door before us? If it's been in there for that long, then why would it only be getting through the door now? There was a body there. The middle room was untouched. But perhaps these notes were keeping it at bay?
Perhaps, the book, it mentioned that it, fended off monsters.
The book, yes.
Just to let you know, like, balls in your court now, guys.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right, we're talking.
Yes.
And
I just letting you know, that way you're not talking just for the sake of talking.
Right, and I guess we're just trying to talk in character to figure things out.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We did lose some pages along the way. It would be nice to be able to go back and, get what ones we can and repair what ones we can. But there is still the slime to deal with, which we should probably tell Lord Redcard about.
Yes.
Wouldn't want that getting out, or the ghoul, however unlikely it may be. If anything disturbs it, it may get some ideas.
Yes. I do not think you and I could defeat it, but if we brought our other companions, do you think we might destroy it?
I think it best that we go with Lord Redcard and Alexia. Lord Redcard at the very least. He's very powerful.
Very well.
Let's see. There's still those footprints to deal with as well. You said they were a few days old?
Yes. Leading away from the estate.
Curious. We'll see. Well, we did find those ones that were coming into the estate as well, but they were older
Yes.
by a few more days, from what you said.
Yes. That is right. Not in character. That was the information you gave us, right, Joseph?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, how about I properly store this book and these notes, and we can go speak with Lord Redcard about emptying out that dungeon. And perhaps I can get some intel from our skeleton friend.
So,
What are you
I didn't
guys
exactly
typing?
get a... I'm sorry?
What are you guys typing? Who's typing?
I'm typing. I was trying to get all the notes in order that you put in here.
Got it. Okay.
Because my character would... She would take notes and write things.
Yeah, I was totally imagining you writing.
Not on the notes, mind you, but just in her little journal.
Yeah. Pen and ink?
I think so.
You have those?
Trying to remember.
Is your character actually writing notes down? That could be important.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the necessary equipment to do that?
No, I think I've forgotten this entire time to include pen and ink.
You character does not write them down.
Okay.
Unless let me go ahead and check if you got supplies. Let me roll.
There,
Oh, no,
there
I
would
meant
be-
this- I meant this
well,
entire
at the
time.
estate, there probably would be some pen and ink.
Yeah,
while-
yeah, there is. There is, definitely.
Okay.
I just rolled it.
And all right. Just writing various notes. So yes, I'll properly store these notes and this book, and we can go speak with Lord Redcard.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So right.
I'm so glad you got experience, Rachel, playing D&D. Ever. Go on.
So
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Just
yeah, I don't think it helps that I'm like very gung ho.
yeah, yeah, she's gotten good. She's a more experienced player. So,
All right, and that's why I say, Martin, if you ever get any ideas or just want to voice something, interrupt me, because otherwise I'll just be leader and go forward.
She was the leader last campaign too. All right. Go
So
ahead.
we go to locate Lord Redcard.
You find him.
Cool. Where was he?
He's stretching and exercising with Alexia in the shade. Well, he's in the shade. Alexia's not.
Oh, that's so cute. All right.
Says when you meet him, says it's not very often I get to experience my lighter side. You know what I mean?
I think I do.
Yes.
Which
I do much prefer my castle, but make do what you got. With what you have, and certainly this is a lovely place.
yes, and we just found out you have a surprise addition to your home.
I've already been told about the dungeon.
Ah, perfect. And have you been told about the contents of the dungeon?
Not so much. What about it?
Well, it turns out that there were some oozes in there, a particularly nasty one being black, and also a ghoul,
All right.
a tortured soul, as it were. Damon and I were going to go back, and we would much appreciate some help going back there and taking care of those. I'd hate to see them run rampant around here.
Alexia. Alexia's like, yes! And she pulls out a sword and she's like doing some practicing moves.
The black oozes are highly corrosive, so I would suggest maybe using more magic-based or elemental-based items.
Of course. Well, for the ghoul specifically, I'll go ahead and handle the ooze. I think I'll take Flan with me. At the same time. She should know more about
More about the dungeon?
this. Yes, it's our property.
You think she's already explored it?
No. I'll take her.
Sorry, I just got confused with what he said.
So he goes off to go ahead and he calls for the maid. And the maid comes out of the shadows, like more, how I say, vampire kind of creepy way than he could. And she's like, "Yes, master." Says, "Bring Flan. I wanted to have a few practice rounds. We're gonna go ahead and go up the hill and check out our new addition." Yes, master. And then she like, kind of like, creepy goes away. All right.
All right.
So, on your way up, Flan's with you guys, and Alexia's there too.
Yay.
When you arrive at the dungeon, he's just looking and go, "Oh, this is something." And now he's not wearing any armor. Just in his regular clothes, and Alexia's like, "What's up with this? You know, I mean, we know we're gonna fight something. You brought us here. Why didn't you bring something?" "My," and Redcard looks at her and he says, "My armor is my identity. It is of Redcard's, and it is one of the few relics it is one of our few homeland items, at least for Flan and me, since she was born in Yalka. One of the few possessions we have that bear our name. So, I'm not going to risk it for some slime. And besides, I mean, I can go ahead and... It's been a long time since I just roughed it out. I hate slimes.
They are rather nasty creatures.
So, as you go down into the dungeon, all of
Do
you...
we notice? Do I notice anything different than
No.
when we left it?
No. Redcard's taking the lead, and he says, "Hold back, I got this. Flan, do your worst."
I kind of speak up. We last saw the slime in the left room.
No, you guys see, he sees the slime before you guys do.
Oh, okay.
So she points her finger out, and then there's a big flash in front of you guys, and a loud bang, and fire erupts in the tunnel. It's very startling. Roll charisma.
Charisma?
Yes. Actually, no. Roll Constitution.
Nat 20.
Total of 16.
You're fine. It's just a very loud bang. Alexia's fine too. And you hear blah, 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 and then Redcard points his finger out. Lightning comes out of his hand, strikes it, and then he opens his other hand, and fire streams out. Then he pulls out. Then he waits. Slime comes closer. He pulls out a hammer. He had on his back.
Mhm.
Gives it a big wind up. Boom. And then you hear a crackling sound in the air. And it's called splattering. That's and the ooze bubbles up away.
I give a small clap.
As he turns around, you see little holes in his clothes. Some of them about fist size, some of them marble sized, and it looks like he's endured a lot of chemical burns.
Would you like some assistance?
I'll be fine. Thank you, though. Save your strength.
And I give a respected nod.
So as you guys further go down, he takes Flan and just like looks around the dungeon and says, free to do what you want.
And I
Oh wait,
give another.
wasn't there another? All right, let's go. Let's handle this.
Now, which room are we in?
You're like in the
Or are we still in the hall?
fork. You're in the fork.
Okay. I look towards. Oh yeah. What's the state of the door in front of us?
Hole burned through.
Got it. And I mention up ahead is where we found a majority of the artifacts, and the left room is where the slime originally was. To the right is where we saw the ghoul, or the tormented soul.
All right.
Wasn't there also evidence of?
And evidence, yes. Yes, Taman, and also evidence of other slimes in there. It was very clean. No dust or stray objects in sight.
All right. So I'm just gonna wrap this one up, okay?
Okay.
So he gets in there with Flan, okay, and goes in the middle room, okay. It's like skimming around. He's getting ready to open a door. He points at that one to see if that's the one you guys have been talking about.
So he points to the right door,
Yes.
and I give a nod.
All right. Then he opens the door slightly, puts his hand there, and you hear this electric sound, and then opens the door widely. A ghastly figure comes out at him, and then he reaches his hand towards it, and what's it called? Says "Smite thee!" Ah! And what's it called? You see what's it called? More lightning, and then what's it called? He pulls out the hammer, and then he strikes, and he puts his hammer into it, and more lightning comes out of it. It says, "Flan, do your worst," and she points her finger out again. Another flash and fire comes out of that room with a big bang. The ghastly figure disappears in a and then what was it? There's a and then you hear a bloop 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 sound and goes ugh. Takes out his hammer and smash. Hits the slime again. Hits the slime. Hits a slime once again.
Okay, so it hits another slime.
Yes.
Okay.
And it goes away immediately. It just bubbles up into nothing.
Got it.
That's it. Please tell me that's it.
To our knowledge, yes.
I look in the other room and I light up my sunblade and I point it in there to get better light and look up at the ceiling. What do I see?
A long tunnel. And you see a small light.
A tunnel?
Yeah, like a tunnel going straight up.
Oh, so like a
And
air.
there's actually a grate and a tunnel going way down.
Well, do I see anything else?
Nope. That's it.
That looks to be all the monsters. We didn't get to explore this room prior, but it looks like there's an air vent and some sort of drainage vent.
Sounds about right.
And I give him, and I look over to him and give like a respected nod. I was like, "Thank you very much for your help."
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna get changed. I think
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna get changed once I show Flan around.
All right.
Yes, you see more holes in him and more chemical burns. Some of them look pretty bad.
Are you certain you wouldn't want some of my help with those?
Fine.
And I give another nod.
And he just kind of shows around. Flan's a bit like kind of spooked out by the place, but at the same time, you know, it's like the father seems very comfortable, and Flan's kind of like, you know, taking that in.
Right. Well, since the beasties are gone, I look back in the middle room and look to where the skeleton was.
There's no skeleton.
Are there any signs of a skeleton anywhere in the room?
No.
I go to the left room to see if there are any signs.
No. Also, the table that was in the middle of the room, it's also fallen over, and it's got and half of it is no, a fourth of it's been dissolved.
Hmm. Seems we interrupted its breakfast. Let's see. Let's see. Is there anything else left in that middle room?
Nope.
All right. I go back to the right room, and is there anything? And since there wasn't anything else, I look down at the metal grate, and sort of, yeah, I have my sunblade on, and I wish to, I guess, investigate, what that is, and I roll, intelligence.
It's a stone grate.
Okay. No sign of it being anything else?
Wait, what'd you roll?
Well, I rolled a nat 20 for the intelligence.
Okay. So, it's a stone grate. However, you think that that there is enough room for somebody to work their way down slowly, and there's a possibility it might lead to some deeper dungeon or chasms or outside. It could be a possible extra escape route, but considering how old it is, you're not sure if it's safe.
Right. Okay. All right. And I don't see anything else down there as far as I can see. All right. How far down does it go?
You can't see the bottom.
Oh. Interesting.
But you do hear water, like rushing water.
I take one of my sun rods. Oh wait, hold on.
You need to look at me right now.
I'm sorry?
You should look at me right now. I'm like lying in my chair with my back on the chair, but I'm holding onto my desk with my feet, with my toes.
So you're precariously balanced?
Yes.
All you need is someone to spook you.
Go on, continue with your quest.
Alright. I take one of my sun rods and I activate it and drop it down.
You lose one sun rod.
How far down does it go?
You think it goes down 500 feet, and then it just kind of stops. Right here. Like this spot.
Interesting. And does the light kind of wash away?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. And can I tell which direction? Oh wait, probably not. Do I see any signs of the water, or is it too far away?
Too far away.
Okay. All right. I back away from the grate. And I walk over to Taman and Alexia, I guess. Where are they?
She's just sitting down in the room
Got it.
with a big ass sword and all that.
Well, sorry this wasn't as exciting as I thought it would be.
Kidding? She says,
Well, I meant for
it's been a long time since I've seen that kind of sorcery. Then again, it's been a long time since I've seen any sorcery. Particularly from the red cards.
Yes. Yes.
I'm quite impressed about how how powerful Flan has gotten even without,
I give a small nod. It's a shame that skeleton wasn't here, though. I could have gotten a few answers from him. Maybe about this room. Could have been the previous owner.
Alright. So, what are you thinking?
Apologies for the noise.
One moment.
What are you thinking, Soraya? What are you thinking, Taman?
Wait for Rachel to come
I'm
back.
gonna mute myself while Eric's doing that.
Okay. So, Taman.
Well, so there's a hole in the ceiling that we haven't really looked in, but she looked into the sewer grate kind of thing. Is there anything around to tie a rope to? It might be a good thing to explore that somewhat.
There is the place where the shackles are onto the wall.
Wait a second. Gosh darn it.
Go on. Continue.
So I was just thinking that one of us, perhaps I, could go down. Like we tie a rope to something, and I can go down into there and see what I can see.
Alright.
Sunrod is still down there, so there should be plenty of light. So
I walk over to Taman. How is your bird in tight spaces?
does not like them.
And Joseph, how big? How?
Go on.
Joseph, how big is the hole? Can a person slide down there?
Yes, it's big enough for a person to slide down.
Okay,
Not with armor though.
got it. So it's like a prisoner.
Yeah, like light armor only.
Got it. So I'm out of that count.
I wear studded leather armor. That's technically counts as medium armor, but it should be narrow enough, I think.
Well, the reason I asked Taman is that's about a 500-foot drop. I only have 50 feet of rope. And if your bird can, hover down there at all, and I'm just...
Bird can break up her ball.
Shut up, Eric. If your bird can get down there enough and maybe see what there is, it'll be easier for him to get back up than for us. Though I'll leave that completely up to you. Otherwise, we can just search the property for possible exits for that water. Or if you want to go down there, you are more than welcome to. I just lack the necessary items.
Yeah, we don't have enough rope between all of us, even. So, yeah, I will ask the bird. Ask my bird if he wants to go down.
Do you have enough spell casting for that?
The bird can understand me without any spells.
Okay. Alright. Go on. Ask.
It's just I can't talk. I just can't understand it without a spell. So yeah, I go and see my bird. I know he was uncomfortable with the area before, but I go see if that's just because of the oozes and the undead, or if she's more comfortable now.
So you ask what?
Yeah. I asked the bird if he'd be comfortable going down into the hole and looking around.
Well, did you leave the bird outside at first?
No, he's taking the bird in.
Okay.
Yeah. Do they seem still uncomfortable in here, or is he less uncomfortable?
The moment you mentioned the idea, you notice that his pupils get really, really small.
Like, no, I do not want to do this. Don't make me. Kind of expression.
Yes, that is correct. You. No, actually, the way you interpret it is that it means that he's extremely excited.
Wait, what?
It means that when the pupils get really small, it means they're very excited.
I'm pretty sure I understand how my animal companion thinks.
It is mortified at the idea.
So definitely the no, don't make me kind of.
Yeah. All right. Now what do you do?
Well, I tell Saya that I do not believe she is willing.
And that's fine with me. We can search the property and look for a potential exit. We'll most likely be looking for a water source, which, makes it a lot easier. It was just a thought. Alright, so, my idea was to inform Lord Redcard that we would be returning back to the house and then go back to said house.
All right, you do that.
Alright, and I go...
You're at the house.
Alright, perfect. And what time is it?
It's gonna be sundown soon.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, you took quite a while reading and bending.
Okay.
And
Oh, did we find any of the remains of the pages that we could
no,
gather and
no,
remend?
no.
The slime ate them.
Slime fucking ate them.
The book was the only thing protecting it. Oddly enough. Alright, so I go back to my room to go I informed Taman that I'll be what's it called? Looking into the book some more. And to keep Lady Redcard distracted if possible.
Okay.
And that I would be in my room.
Alright, so as the day goes on, you eat. You guys don't have to spend any rations. Okay. Before it gets too dark for your characters, let's see, Taman.
You got that dark vision.
I don't.
I'm kidding, go on.
Yes, but I guess you could light a candle
If I really want to.
if you really want to. So Taman, what is your approach to spending time with Lady Redcard? If that's indeed what you're intending to do.
I honestly have no idea. Well, because I don't really know much about Lady Redcard. Presumably Taman would know more, but I don't.
Well, would he know?
No, he
Taman's
wouldn't.
been traveling with her since we left Takara.
Yes, but have you actually talked with her? This is probably kind of the case where you, the player, should where this is a scenario where you, the player, and the character have equal knowledge. You can't really act on anything you don't know. So, let's go ahead and start with this. Okay, so you're with Lady Redcard. Okay.
Yeah.
You see her, and she's just kind of just organizing her books, organizing all her spells, and like thinking about, oh, I can organize it this way, I can organize it this way. Wizardry's banned here. Maybe I should go ahead and hide it. No, I really want free access to it. She's contemplating.
Why would wizardry be banned?
I don't know.
Aren't they all sorcerers in D?
Yes, but wizardry is still banned.
But
At least that's what I
wizards and
gather.
sorcerers have the same spell list.
It's the methodology. It's the methods.
Okay.
She says, at least for normal citizens. I think it might have to do with the necromancers.
Is necromancy harder to learn as a sorcerer than as a wizard?
No, it's just, maybe they got a reputation, I don't remember. I just know that I just know that, well, actually I don't know anything. Quite a lot has changed. It's like I'm in a different country. Well, I am in a different country, but I feel like I'm an alien in my own land. Everything's familiar, but yet so different at the same time.
That is a feeling I know. Perhaps my exile was not as long as yours, of course, but I was lost from my hometown for a time when I was young.
Oh, that's terrible. Alright. So, I just like saying, like, we can go into like a lot of dialogue.
Terrible.
That's terrible.
And then
Like,
she looks back at her books.
yeah, she looks
Like
back
an
at her book.
epic NPC.
She's not quite sure how to take it or go into it. She's like, no, like, you tell me more if you want, kind of attitude.
Yeah, I was trying to do like commiserating, maybe give us something to talk about, and then just like, nope, I'm just gonna read.
Well, oh, that's how you read it?
No, roll wisdom.
I got a total of 21.
You think that she just really doesn't know how to approach a topic like that. She just kind of just wants to, like, she's not much of a talker, you know, or at least, no, she's not, she just doesn't know how to approach it at all. She's like, so she just kind of just, you know, letting things go by the flow. That said, I mean, if you want to go ahead and, like, just basically tell your life story, you could. Just say you want to tell her your life story.
I could, but I also wasn't I supposed to not talk about the giants if I could avoid it?
Yeah, you could go and say, you can completely admit that if you want, but, you know, tell what you want to tell and don't tell what you don't. Just tell me what you don't, or tell me, give me some negatives and positives.
Yo, check it. I was on this boat, right? And then this crazy wind blew us on the top of an island. And then there were these crazy crabs that tried to eat us. And then we killed them and made shields and armor out of them.
Yeah, and we eventually made a wrap just made of pure crab meat. And we tied it using the air
Gigantic
for
birds were our sails.
Yeah, we made and we created rope using nothing but our pubes.
Oh god.
Hair from my
There for a long time.
hair from my back. Okay, now I'm just totally imagining your character saying that. Let your red card just slacked John. Just in sheer amazement. It's like, you poor child. No wonder you're so awkward.
So what do you do? What do you do, Taman? What is your legacy?
I've always wanted a giant bird, so I sabotaged my father's boat.
Come on! What is your legacy?
That was the last one, I swear.
Do you just want to leave it off at that? Just like, you know, just like I was away from my hometown for a long time. Oh, that's terrible.
Terrible. Awkward silence. Long awkward silence.
Long, awkward silence. She stares at you.
I'm away from my home now.
Is it Emily? Yeah, okay, she says, I'm away from that home now.
I'm sorry.
So she just kind of slowly turns back to her books and thinks about, I am indeed.
I don't.
Should I
I'm trying to think
organize
of,
it by
how...
alphabetical in common or alphabetical in DN? This is all in common. Does that even work out that way?
And that's her talking to him, right? Or
To
just talking out
herself.
loud.
Out loud.
Damon, respond.
I don't know anything about the DN alphabet.
She's talking to herself.
I know. That's why I'm saying I'm responding to Rachel.
Oh.
Hammond doesn't know anything about the DN alphabet.
Okay. I want you to imagine that you are there and you are Taman, okay? And you're not as smart as you are wise.
So react accordingly.
Alright, okay, you know what? Fine, you know what? Fuck it. Okay, so Lady Ricard seems pretty well occupied. You don't have to distract her or anything. You can talk to her if you want, but overall, everything was kind of good.
Okay.
Alright. So,
What do?
should we go back to Soraya?
I was gonna ask her if she minds if I do some whittling, and then if she says yes, then I can do some whittling.
What's whittling?
Wood carving.
Ah. She says no, just don't make a mess. Just make sure you clean after yourself.
Okay. Then I go like sit down in a chair or something and pull out some stuff and start whittling.
Okay, what do you whittle?
Pull out a stump.
Pull out some stuff, not a stump. I don't carry a tree stump with me.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just like I heard that I had to make sure.
Alright, we're getting to the giggle zone, aren't we?
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
This could
All
take
right.
forever. We could spend
Damon,
hours making
Damon, go. Damon, go.
side jokes.
Damon, go.
I pull out a chunk of wood and a knife and I start wood carving.
What are you making? You wanna know what you're fucking making? You're just gonna go and carve something? Just see what happens?
I'm going to
Too
carve an
big.
elk. Because
Huh?
why not?
You gonna carve a what?
Elk.
An elk? Elk? Roll. Roll whatever you want.
Well, that went badly. I rolled a 2. But I'm guessing it'd be dexterity, so I get a total of 6.
You roll probably the worst thing you ever made since the last time you were on the island. Since you were on the island. You're not very proud of yourself. The awkward silence got to you too much. And the maid brings you some tea. Would you like to have some? She says.
Yes, thank you.
It's black. She says, "Hope you enjoy. This may be the last black one. We might have to go and get some new tea if there is some in DN. I'm assuming there is, but you know, you never know when you have the last taste of the West. But we'll be saving some in case you like it. In case you like it. You taste it.
Thank you.
It's warm. Brings warmth to your body. What season is this? We're in the summer, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think we're in the
Oh.
summer. Yeah, we're in the summer.
Okay.
So, everything, it looks kind of... You feel good. Alright. Alright, moving on! Oh, okay. Can't quite tell there's a waste of time, but, you know, I mean... and as you're sipping it, what's it called? And it gets darker. You notice that off in the distance, there's areas glow, and then there is a like an aurora affecting the sky.
Aurora.
Aurora, yeah. You have no idea what that is. But it looks nice. It's beautiful.
I wouldn't have seen an aurora before.
Uh,
Or I guess I would have, but it would look different.
yes. These ones look different. They don't. They seem to have what's the word? A sharpness to it. They're not as graceful.
Not as natural, perhaps?
You think they're natural?
But it does look different.
It does look different.
Okay.
Less wavy and more like nimbus clouds.
So clumps
Yes.
rather than waves.
There are some waves, but there's more of the clumps.
Got it.
Alright. Anyway, so, next day.
Woohoo.
What were you doing in the meantime, Soraya?
I would have been reading the book.
Oh, yes, reading the book. Yes, let's go ahead and get to that.
Yeah, reading the book and breaking for dinner and then reading the book again until I have to go to sleep.
Yes. In game, not in real life. Alright. So,
Right.
How far do we get? Okay, so she grew a small tree from a seed she once bit herself on while eating the fruit. She noticed that the seed would grow. She noticed that the seed quickly grew with a familiar chill of magic that dwelled within her. She spent her time watering the plant with her blood, making her a sickly child. However, the tree that she grew strong.
That sounds pretty ominous.
Okay, what else?
Later on, you read another part. That one day, the tree would bear fruit at the impossible time of winter.
Wait a second, you have all this written down, don't you?
Yes.
Copy paste it to me after you're all done, or basically at the end of the game.
No, I can't. Well, I can only tell you what I said. So, and the pacing that you're reading, I just can't quite make it out per se. But it's just like,
You can't copy bits?
no, I can copy bits. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. The pacing that you're reading it, I haven't worked that out.
Okay. Well, let's see. It was almost sunset, so I probably would have read for an hour
I
before.
mean, it's a pretty thick book, so.
Right, I'm just saying, like, in terms of time spent. If it was almost sunset and it was summer, that means it was probably around 7:30 or 8 o'clock. We could have had dinner right after we came back. Then, since I only need 4 hours of sleep, I could have stayed up till midnight or 1 o'clock. So that puts me at 4 hours.
Okay. What is your intelligence
My intelligence,
modifier?
3.
How fast do you think your character can read? It's a pretty thick book. Think of like, well, not like a phone book, but think of like a pretty thick novel. Just give me an estimate. Like how many pages a day or something like that? How many pages an hour?
I don't know.
Okay, whatever. We'll just.
I'll look for a number, but go ahead and describe what you want, or set the pace, or set the setting for the next morning.
Okay. Well, anyway, we'll just stop right there, and you're gonna have to come back to it. Okay.
Okay.
So, morning. What do?
Let's see. Bless
maid-
you.
So Timon, you sleep, I guess, in the same room as Soraya?
What?
What? Where do you guys sleep? Just
In my
you guys-
room.
Okay.
I'm in my room.
Okay, Tamon sleeps in his own room?
Yeah.
Alright, Tamon, you sleep in your own room. Outside.
Okay.
Just kidding.
The doghouse.
Okay, so you sleep so next day, Tamon, what do you do? Okay, actually forget all of this. You get a note from the maid saying that what's it called? Lady Ricard requests that you guys make a journey to town, perhaps gain some information about the local area, about any local villages and towns and stuff, and what's it called? Build up some base knowledge.
Got it.
Since you guys were in a hurry, you guys didn't really stop for anything.
Got it.
So she requests that you go out within next week, with next week before they start, before you end up using any reserves,
Reserve.
any reserve supplies. You know, you guys have supplies. It's just that it's called there's got because you are in a foreign place that is, I guess, considered hostile for the general part. You have extra supplies,
Got it.
and you're reserving them for later. In case the household may become a safe house.
Okay. Let's see.
And she would prefer not to go ahead and send out red card, or the maid. Basically, just you two.
Oh, just Taman and I, not Alexia.
Alexia can come too.
Okay.
She says probably the most important thing is getting some casual Dean attire.
Ah, yes, definitely.
Since everybody there is pretty much wearing Western clothes, or at least in this case, Eastern clothes.
Yeah. And armor.
Yes.
All right.
So
in that case-
do what you need to do to go ahead and help the family blend in.
Got it.
Since you know Dean and you have a disguise on, you could blend in. You could blend in with Alexia.
Yeah.
And Alexia is a bit too what's it called, imposing to.
She's still intimidating even with her disguise.
Without disguise.
I thought she had a disguise as well.
No.
No?
No. She just looked hella intimidating.
Got it. Okay. So I.
Because, I mean, the Deans are actually quite odd at her beauty.
Got it. She's yeah, okay. So I gather Alexia and Taman and inform Lady Redcard. The three of us will be heading to town. I figure that 3 people going into town will be able to learn more information, and and people can get more used to our faces. We'll figure out what we can and get what we can. And
Some more use for your faces.
did I say that?
Yes, he did.
Gotcha. We'll get more used to our faces. Basically integrate, as you said. We can say that we're on an errand for you, and
She
go
says,
from there.
well, be careful, okay? We don't. I mean, it may be to our advantage that nobody really knows we're here.
Certainly. Oh. Your note said to integrate, though.
We do. little steps at a time. We can't just jump in and say, "Hey, we're here."
Very well. So with that, I guess let's see.
She says, "Be wary. The smaller towns will have a lot more close. Will be a lot more close knit."
And I give a nod of understanding. And I guess with that, we would be off after breakfast.
You decided to go off after breakfast? Yeah? So what
Yeah.
you want to do? Alright. Okay.
So-
She says you don't have to go now, but
Well,
good to take an initiative.
Unless there's anything else you'd like us to do.
No, not that I can think of.
And I give a small nod.
At some
Well-
point, she says to mention, at some point we will have to go ahead and get ready to go off, but you guys have to go off on an adventure.
Yes. Which is also reason for initiative.
Good luck.
Learn what we can as fast as we can.
She says good luck.
Thank you.
As you go off, and as you go off, the rest of the family, waves goodbye.
Well, we would be back that evening, wouldn't we? How far away is the village? The town. Like, she made it sound like, oh yeah, go to the neighboring villages, find out what you can, integrate.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a few hours to get to the nearest
Well,
village.
yeah, I was thinking the whole day, like back for a very late dinner or something.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Alright, and since it's a new day. Meow. Meow.
How is this? Oh, actually, there are a few things too. Hold on. Where is this? Oh, here's a location. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Oh, here we go. Okay, you guys gotta help me out on this. So, I was thinking it's gonna be like a few days, but I'm gonna say, how long does it take for a hex?
That's a day.
It's gonna be like a day's journey.
Hmm.
Which means we would need to find somewhere to camp or stay in the village.
Well, assuming it is a village. Our house would be out that far?
You guys wanted to get that far.
No,
Well, she
I said-
yes.
Hmm. All right.
Which may be why nobody really knows you there.
Got it. Let's see. Oh, it could have been a private estate then. Well, yeah. Who sold us the house then? Who'd they talk to? And to be fair, we would have seen them. Like, where were they stationed? Was it in one of the neighboring villages? Was it?
No, it was like a few. It
Or-
was like a few neighboring villages away, maybe 3.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like, yeah, there's a place. It's over here, and like, what's it called? It was very. It's like. it was a fucking really shady trade.
Got it.
Honestly, okay. Outside of character, outside of DMing, meta, I had no idea how that whole thing how that whole thing would go out. Like, how do you go ahead and buy a house in secret?
Hmm. Well, there would have had to have been contact at the port, someone that could receive letters into D without, there being any sort of issue, and then they would have, one or several people's on the inside. So I guess if they did want it like super secret, it would be a smuggling exchange essentially.
Yes. It would be a smuggling exchange because what was it?
Because I assume that D would register people living there.
Not everybody. At least. There was a sense that registrations may be starting up.
Got it.
Or at least what's it called? Further out, it was just a lot less restricted.
Got it. All right. Well, I guess the goal in mind would be to get to that village. So yeah.
Okay. Shit. Okay. Where is that? I think I know where you guys are. Because also you're almost a day up the mountain.
Really?
This is a fucking huge mountain.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 days across.
Alrighty.
There might be other villages on the mountain too, but at least maybe it's a range. We haven't figured this out. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, so where you guys want to go?
Well, again, the goal in mind would be to go to where
You guys can go up, north, south, east, west. I don't care.
Okay, well, what's the direction of the village that we had the exchange in?
West.
West.
Way far west.
So basically,
3 days away.
3 days away, and
Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days away.
got it. So going around the mountain.
No, just going a bit, a little south.
Okay, well, you said west. Anyway,
Yes, west, slightly south.
wait, would that make sense if we were looking for a place to stay that we pass it? Well, anyway, never mind. Forget I asked.
Maybe you can help me after this in a meta.
Okay.
Afterwards.
I would say go south. Because I would want to see.
Let me show you where I'm at. Where I'm looking at. Share screen. There you go. So I'm thinking, if I remember correctly, you guys are right here. Right? That's where the house is.
A little farther down, like maybe one spot down.
That one.
Like right. Yeah,
Okay. And I'm thinking. Right here.
that's east.
Oh, I'm at east. Yeah, I'm sorry, east. Getting it all mixed up.
Okay.
Western
alright, so
like countries are on the west, but they're eastern. No, western like countries are on the east. Eastern like countries are on the west.
okay, well, I was talking cardinal directions. Anyway,
Yeah,
so we're
I
4
know.
spots away, which means 4 days away.
Yes. Right here. Yeah.
All right. I'd be fine heading there. It's not past the wall or too close to the wall, right?
Yeah, you're about 2 days away from the wall.
Okay. So I'd be fine heading there. Otherwise, just heading south to figure out how far down the wall goes.
Yes. I might need your upgraded version of the map with the wall.
Let me
Or
see.
did we ever do the wall?
I think it was a soft plan. But yeah,
Okay, anyway.
Martin, any additional thoughts or preferences of which direction to go?
Yes, because this is kind of like, Going out in the wild is kind of Martin's thing now.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Well, we're trying to find a village to find information, and
You know how to get there. You don't have to go ahead and find where it is. You just have to get there.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have asked. Was there any supplies that the red cards would have wanted us to get?
Clothes, food. Let's see. Blah blah blah.
Would they have also given us money to do that?
Yes.
All right.
They give you 100 gold.
Okay. And I'm assuming the appropriate sizes for clothing and such. All right. So, yeah. So, I would say go. Let's see. Yeah, kind of briefly talking it out. Only taking one more minute. Martin, my thought. Yeah, basically Taman. My thought of going west to that one village we stopped in. If this was sort of an underhanded, exchange, maybe they don't want to see us again. I do want to see if there's any way of going south and past the wall. That way we don't run into the forgetting how to get home bit. But otherwise,
Wait, south and past the wall? You want to go past the wall?
well, I'm saying it's like, figure out how far south it goes.
Oh, you want to keep going south just to see
No.
how far
I
the wall.
just ask the villages, like, how far south does it go? What's the most southern village that you guys know of? That sort of thing. So ask that to figure out and get an idea of how far down the wall goes without asking it in that way. But yeah, so Taman, if we go east, there may be a possibility that people don't want to see us again from the underhanded exchange, or we could find an ally in them. I don't know. It may also be a bit more populous than the southern villages, but southern villages may have a better idea about the wall. So from that, what do you think? And Joseph, do I recall if we left on good terms, or did I get a feel of what the person in the exchange was like?
Hold on, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Because I just realized that there was one character I had in my mind that might be addable to this situation. Oh. I do have an idea. Okay. I'm gonna wing it. Alright. So. This person seemed... They look like Dian, but they seem to be maybe some Western influence in them. They definitely seem shady as fuck. You're not sure how it went. Thinking back on it hard though. Roll wisdom.
Okay. You said they came back on what, though?
Hold on. Roll wisdom.
I just didn't hear the last two words you said. Not the roll wisdom, but before that. They came back on a...
I don't even remember saying that.
Okay. 18.
You think that it's possible that you've been charmed to forget.
Lovely. South it is then.
Huh?
I'm sorry?
What? What did you say?
I said south it is then, but you were about to say something.
You think that this person made a good deal. It was on good terms. You know that the red cards liked them, and that the red cards agreed that they would get charmed as long as they know the location of the place. And so, what's it called? The whole family has been made to forget about the actual exchange and the true identities person, but you do know, but you've been able to remember one thing, that this person is an expert at hiding foreigners.
Got it. So, probably not best to go see him.
And
Because there'd be no way of us remembering him.
yes.
Right.
But you're certain that they will remember you.
Right, of course.
And you also know that they are very, very sketchy with who they talk to,
Right.
because what's it called? They are very wanted by the Empress.
Got it. You know, it almost makes me want to beg the question, why wouldn't we have asked all these questions regarding villages and where to get supplies and such before going to the estate? Like, why would we not ask the person these questions? I'm sorry, logic and all.
I know. We rushed to get to this point, though.
I know. We can still go to the neighboring village because we would need to get supplies regardless.
Let's go ahead and not talk about this right now.
Okay, so we'll just go.
We'll talk about after the game, okay? This is something that we can talk about after.
I know. I'm sorry. So we'll go southwest at this point because we would have to go to that hexagon anyway. So is there a village in that square or that hexagon?
I wish I had markers.
I'm sorry. I'm getting the map now.
I think I got something. No, I can't edit it.
Open it in Paint.
I might not get everything correct, but I'll get as close as I can. Okay. So, you guys. You guys are like right here.
Oh, I thought we were one more down.
Okay, you guys are right. You guys are right here.
Okay. So yeah, we would have to go southwest anyway. So let's go southwest.
Okay.
You guys want to get over here.
That's where the guy is.
There is a village right here.
We will go to that village.
And I'll put it to you right here.
G.
Yeah. For Guy.
The guy. I'm the dude.
I'm the postal dude. Postal guy.
I'm the doom guy.
Doom guy.
Alright.
That's
So-
a thing now.
How,
That's
Alright.
officially Doom
have you
movie.
seen that movie, by the way? Labyrinth?
No. Anyway, sorry. No time for that. We spent a lot
It's a
of
really
time.
good, cheesy movie.
So. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, so. Ready to go off on an adventure?
Adventure!
Alright.
Now, I am curious. Alexia's ability. How far can it go?
Second.
Wait a second. Miles. We were in the city and then we were in the snow.
Snow.
Yeah, when she was chasing Benwyn.
Yeah.
So if we really wanted, and if she was willing, we could just jump to the village. But then again, maybe it's best not to do that near a village. Maybe a few hours out of a village.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a look. I'm gonna go ahead and double check the spell.
Yeah, because if it's a once daily, like, or a distance thing.
I'm gonna bring Labyrinth on Saturday. That is a great cheesy movie.
Oh,
Okay.
crap. Okay, I gotta go ahead and find the page. Wait, a second.
Ivy.
Okay,
Abby.
there we go. Wait, no, that's not right. Okay, spell. Instant sports up to 8 creatures. Familiarity. You can try. You can try.
But-
Is she at that level?
What?
Yeah, she can get. Wait, jump teleport. Yeah. She can do this.
Those things turning out alright.
You're familiar with the destination determines whether you arrive successfully. GM rolls 100 D100 and consults the table. Familiarly, mishaps similar off target on target permanent circle. Okay, so
Yeah, I was just gonna throw it out there.
yeah, you can try. You can do this. You just can't
Alright.
teleport out of the land
Oh, right, of course.
because of the damn wall.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to? So Alexia is gonna go on an adventure with you. Talk about it with her.
Okay. So, if I recall correctly, the next village out is two days travel away. It's not exactly convenient for getting supplies, but do you think would you be up for using your teleport ability?
Yeah, you could try, she says. She's a bit nervous. She says
If you don't want to, that's certainly fine. I completely understand.
it's been a long time, she says she's done it, and, what was it,
Didn't she do it to get past the wall? Or to get...
No, she didn't. She used it to go ahead and, move way in front of her to where she can see. Alright, so,
No, she moved the books into the chests and stuff.
yes, she can do that.
Yeah.
But she said it's been a long time since she traveled long distance.
Oh, got it.
So, alright, so you guys want to do this? Okay, so let's see. So she's trying to remember the place. Okay?
I would try to recall a place that's maybe a ways out from the village, because magic is banned, and we don't want any place that's that's likely to have a person. So, would I roll to think of a place, like to describe it to her, or
Yeah.
okay?
She's trying to remember. She says, okay. She's a bit nervous, but yeah. She's like, okay.
Would there
tell
have
me what
been
you can.
So let's see. Roll.
Intelligence.
Yeah, I was gonna say intelligence. Sweet. 15 15 plus 3 is 18.
You describe to her as best you can. You think it's quite reasonable description.
As far as
The second
item,
location.
yeah, I was gonna say, like a river, like one of the rivers or something, if we passed one, or a waterfall, or a particularly large boulder.
And you want
I
to
don't
be
know.
hours away, right?
Yeah, like a couple, like 2 or 3 hours out
Got
of the
it.
town.
Okay. She says, okay. You ready?
I give a nod.
She looks at Taman. Are you ready, Taman?
I also nod.
Alright. Rolling. Oh wait, that's the wrong die.
Sorry, I just imagine us moving like 1 inch.
Alright! So, teleport. Everything flashes. Let me see. Okay. Oh, you're gonna love this.
Am I?
Hold on.
Wait. This was a horrible idea.
It was a horrible mistake. What have we done?
I just thought of something so horrible.
What did you think of?
I'm not gonna say it until Joseph gives the answer.
Okay. So you teleport. You end up. Actually, yeah, you teleport. And you're all unconscious.
So we're standing
Alright.
there.
Roll Constitution.
Like it knocked us out, or it
Roll
put us to
Constitution.
sleep. I'm saying, did it knock us out or put us to sleep?
I'm just gonna say it knocked you out. Roll Constitution.
Okay. I was just asking because I can't be put to sleep by magic.
Okay. Cameron, roll Constitution.
I
And I got a
rolled
nat
a
20.
19, so I got a total of 22.
What'd you get, Soraya?
I got a nat 20 anyway, so.
Alright. How does Alexia do?
Soraya, what do you see with your elf eyes? I see.
Okay, so
Shit.
oh, I forgot. Another thing.
Oh, what? Bird?
The bird. Simon, roll for the bird.
I rolled a 16. I have no idea what his modifier is.
That's fine. That's fine.
So, what
Okay,
happened, Joseph?
hold on.
Ah, shit. Okay, so what
Okay.
happened?
Alright, so, Soraya, you wake
Yeah.
up, you are in the middle of a forest,
Okay.
sun is mostly down, and your body is hurting like a motherfucker.
Wait, so the sun is almost down?
Yes.
Shit. Alright. Can I get up?
You can get up.
Okay.
Your
I get up.
Let's see. How much is your max health?
My max health is 46.
A moment. You're at 5 health.
What?
Yes.
Do I have stab wounds on me or something?
No. No. You feel like your entire body has been beaten up like 100 times over.
I have my thing still, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Tammin, how much is your max health?
39.
You're... Soraya, you look over at Tammin. He's on the ground. He looks like he's in bad shape.
How far away is he?
He's like within arm's reach.
I reach over and place my amulet.
Stroke his cheek.
No, Eric, I don't. It's like, yes, I reach over and say goodbye, you little shit. Don't say that. But it would be funny. No, I reach over and I touch him with my periapt of wound closure.
Alright. Simon, you wake up with a gasp. You're at 1 HP.
Okay.
Where's Alexia?
Alexia, she's also, like, between you guys. Let's check how she's doing.
Wait, how's your bird? Is the bird dead?
Probably.
I touched the bird.
This was a bad plan.
We're having Hawk tonight.
Alexia seems pretty hurt, but she's in the best condition out of you guys. How much HP does the bird have?
16.
Doesn't look good. It's dead.
No!
You reach over. You check the the bird. Where the bird would be? Right next to your shoulder. Soraya, you look at it.
Can I touch it with the periapt thing?
You touch it.
Slowly.
You touch it. You touch it.
With the amulet thing.
Yes, you do. When you touch it, you notice that the bird looked like it got kicked around like a soccer ball at the Olympic Games.
What's a soccer ball?
It looked like it got kicked around a whole bunch of times.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of times.
Oh, man.
Put it down.
It's already down, Eric.
You have to kill it.
It's already dead.
You'll have to finish Luke's body.
Oh my gosh.
Get it? Vote for money.
Eric.
Seven, you just wake up and you notice her touching you and then touching your bird a couple of times. What do you do?
I check on the bird and it's all dead and I am sad.
Its mouth is open, its eyes are fucking bright as fuck, and it looked like its feathers are all of its feathers are ruffled. All of it.
Wait.
It looked like the bird just went through a washing machine.
What's a washing machine?
Spin cycle the entire way.
What's a spin cycle? Hold on. I do revivify.
What's that do?
I essentially, it revivifies it.
Okay, I need to check your character.
I'm trying to. Oh wait. Oh, that's animate dead.
What's that? Well, I make it look healthier, but it's still dead. Yeah, it's still dead.
Level 3 spell.
Yes, I'll remove a curse from your dead bird. I'll remove the curse of death.
The ultimate curse.
Alright, okay, so, you do that?
Yes, so I quickly get as much of the bird together as I can.
You need. Alright, you got much of the bird as you can. Got it.
And I keep my hand on it, keep the stone on it. What's it called?
keep my hand on it and keeping the stone on it at the same time. I pull out my components bag, and I then bleh. I need to word it better. So I quickly take off my Pelor symbol on my I take off my Pelor necklace, and I have that touching the bird, and I have the amulet touching the bird as well. I quickly pull out my components bag, and
You pull out like a handful of fucking diamonds.
yeah, and I breathe for a moment to concentrate and say, breathe life back into this creature that died too soon.
As you do that, nothing happens.
Shit!
The opponent's still there. Taman, you
What?
notice her pulling out a whole bunch of diamonds. She's desperately trying to resuscitate it with her diamonds. You realize
I-
that, huh? You're, it's
what were
gonna.
you saying?
She's trying to resuscitate your bird with a handful of diamonds.
With the freaking revivify spell.
Yes.
But he doesn't know. He just sees me shoving diamonds.
She's just like, you're holy diamonds. You're on the ground crawling, going, please come back to life. Life gone far too soon.
I have no idea what to do.
All right. I think it's gonna say. I'm gonna say this. You roll wisdom. Do not
Okay.
roll less than 10.
I rolled a total of 19.
Soraya,
Yeah,
roll.
I did roll. I rolled more than 10.
Good. That bird is dead as fuck.
Has the capability of resurrection?
Yes.
What?
Revivify?
But what? Yeah, revivify is essentially resurrection.
Oh!
What were you looking at?
No, I just realized that you didn't set your spells for that day.
It's a
Oh.
domain spell. I
okay.
always
I'm
have
just,
it.
I'm just thinking about the rest of your spells. Anyway.
No, so I have that no matter what.
Okay. Anyway.
So
Good.
the revivify didn't work.
Nope, it did not work. Alexia bends over and she says, where are we? What time is it? Oh shit, we might have been out for a couple of hours. You realize the Revivify just only works within the last 1 minute.
Well, I didn't know when the bird effing died.
Of course you didn't.
I was kind of,
Which is why you tried.
Yeah, I tried.
So Alexia explains to you that it wasn't good enough that she like knew the place, or just like she thinks that you guys would she would have a better chance of getting to the town that you guys wanted to had if it was in town, but since she was going by a description, it was going to be really tough.
I guess it doesn't help that I was trying to describe places that she would have remembered. Like, that's why I said, like, points of interest, like a big effing boulder or a really big waterfall or a river.
Yeah, well, for the record, you guys she rolled really low.
Yeah,
Twice.
got it. So, just shit happens.
Yeah, it was a double mishap.
Got it.
Like, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just lay down here and not move for the rest of the day.
Which isn't very long since it's sunset.
It's sunset, yes. What do you guys do now? You're also hungry. Soraya, no, Taman, roll intelligence. Nature. No, roll and make a nature roll with intelligence. So use your nature or proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I got a total of 14.
You
Wait, no.
deduce. Huh?
Yeah, nature is intelligence, right?
Yeah. What'd you get?
14. Yeah.
You deduce that you guys have been out for about 12 hours.
And see, this is what I was deathly afraid of as soon as you were in the middle of rolling. We have no effing idea where we are.
No.
Wonderful.
My bird is dead. I'm hungry.
I'll be honest, as a DM, I was kind of like thinking, oh shit, they're gonna teleport. This is gonna go ahead and like subvert the entire adventure. It's gonna be so quick. Oh, wait a minute. That could happen. Yeah, fine, don't say anything, just roll. Go with it.
And see, I thought of it right in the middle.
So, Alexi says, this is why I don't really like doing this, but, you know, we can try again tomorrow.
And that's why I asked if it was a once daily thing for her.
She says she could do it again. If you guys want.
I don't think we'd survive it if it goes wrong again.
Well, she said, she says, no, you guys probably won't survive if it goes wrong again, but, if she goes back, if you guys go back to the house, she doesn't think that's a problem at all. So she's been there, you know, for like, quite a while.
Soraya is a proud Eladrin. She wouldn't want to go back with her tail between her legs.
Going back home isn't a problem. It's just going wherever else.
We've wasted a day. And it was all my fault for opening my big mouth. Yeah, Soraya's not happy. She's got the death of a bird on her.
Yeah, you have a bird on your hands. A dead bird. Taemin's pet that he raised.
He didn't raise it.
Yes, he did, from an egg.
No, he didn't.
Yes, no, from a small bird, right? Yeah.
No. He got it as an adult.
Did you?
What?
Did you catch it as an adult?
Yeah. Oh, I tried to get the blink dog, and then I didn't get the blink dog, and then I got a bloodhawk instead.
Alright, well anyway, going on. What now, guys? What do you guys want to do? In the middle of fuck knows who knows where.
We should probably make camp.
So are you sure you don't want to teleport back?
Gosh, out of game, I just... Oh, it's so hard. Gosh darn it. I have a choice I can make.
Soraya is in agony. Tammin, you notice that Soraya is agonizing, thinking about, you know, her pride and
Something else.
and something else. Balls in your court, guys.
Gosh darn it, do I want to use this effing OP resurrection scroll on a stupid bird?
Probably not. I mean, I don't know about that thing.
What thing?
The OP resurrection scroll. Tammin does not know about this.
Right, which is why Soraya wouldn't be saying anything, and that's what she's writhing to herself.
She feels so guilty that she's considering making a
Using a
Of
completely
casting-
overpowered one-off magical item.
Yes, it's a
bird.
level 7. It's a 7th level spell.
And it's a scroll.
Yeah.
No components needed.
No components needed. One use.
Yeah. Gosh,
Okay.
darn it.
Well, as a player, that's probably not a good use of a 7th level spell. One use 7th level spell that we're not going to be getting for a very, very long time.
I know. Gosh, darn it! I was trying to look through here. It's like, what can I do for this bird?
But you're feeling super
Oh,
guilty.
my dead Eric.
You killed his animal companion. You know, the thing that makes his character, like, character subclass, you know, unique.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Alright,
should have gone
I'm
to
seriously
giant.
looking for anything else that I have.
I'm not gonna sit around and listen to this. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything we can do, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I would do, noticing that you're agonizing over something.
As a
I'm
character,
still kind of injured,
as a
and
character or in game.
yeah, in game as a character.
Okay, well,
Like you're agonizing over something, but I'm also like mostly dead, and my animal companion is dead, and I'm gonna be like sad and also injured.
and my pride is in shambles.
Yeah.
Alexia doesn't seem to care about the bird or the fact that she messed up. But I'm kind of putting it on my head.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what Tim would do, like noticing you are, but also like we're in the middle of the wilderness.
So survival skills are kicking in, really,
Yeah.
I think.
Basically. Like, freak out later. Set up camp, make sure there aren't anything that want to murder us in the face.
Right. Because we have no idea what the F is out here. Hey, you can get a new animal companion.
Yep. That is
Yeah.
a possible thing that can happen.
I'm sorry, Martin. I'm not reviving your bird.
I understand. Like,
How you guys doing?
Doing well. Soraya's not going to use the resurrection scroll. Going to save everyone when we really need it. And she's going to heal everyone. Like a good cleric.
depressed.
Talon's depressed.
I can't cure that. Oh man, I'm seriously looking to see if there's anything I have that would help in terms of
I'm gonna go and get another drink.
But yeah, otherwise I'd be healing everyone.
With what?
My
Magic.
healing.
You can cast. How many times can you cast this?
Guess what?
What are you gonna do? Cure wounds? Healing word? What? You can only cast them once.
Well, no, I was in the middle putting putting the rounds for healing word to 2 because like in the middle of the whole teleportation thing because I realized I didn't do my rounds of spells for the day.
You didn't do your preparations.
Right, I realized I really didn't change anything.
Technically, it's still morning for you guys since you just woke up.
You said the sun was going down.
Okay, you got up. You didn't prepare your spells. You still haven't prepared your spells for the day. You can choose whatever you want.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
It's gonna end. It's just gonna end. The next morning.
got it.
Well, that's not how spell preparation works. It's you have to spend time like actually preparing them. You don't just say I choose these spells. You need to spend like hours in game preparing them, and
Right,
then
so
they stay
that's what I
prepared
said.
until you use them up. And if it goes to the next day, you don't lose the spells. You just don't get new ones. But if you re-prepare, then you don't get to keep. They
I
don't
like
roll.
that idea. We'll do that.
So she keeps any spells she already has prepared, but she needs to meditate for like a few hours to get spells back.
How about 3 hours?
Sure.
Like I'm sure there's an actual number in the player's handbook.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Says a rest, which for me is 4 hours.
Oh, it's a rest?
I think so.
A long rest? That's a long rest, 4 hours?
For me, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you have to spend 4 hours. Do that. If you want to get new spells.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you spend the next 4 hours meditating?
Oh wait a second. What I was saying is that I realized I hadn't changed it as we were basically prepping for that morning and doing things for that morning / the teleportation. So I realized I
Alright,
hadn't.
so we're gonna retro?
Yeah, because I was in the middle of doing it.
Okay.
Anyway.
You just didn't think you didn't think this was gonna happen.
Well, no, it wasn't so much that. It was like I was in the middle of prepping it, and then we did the whole teleportation thing. I got distracted and basically interrupted, as a person or as a
Okay,
player.
got it, good. Okay. Continue, I'm gonna get my drink.
Okay.
Tammin, think about what you wanna do while
I want a new bird.
what you wanna do. Think about what you wanna do, okay? Like, make a list. Got it?
Okay. Well, are we staying here for a bit, or are we?
Yeah,
heading
you're gonna
off?
talk it out, so yeah, I'll be back. I don't know, staying there is really up to you guys. Don't ask me.
Okay. The sun is falling. We're in the middle of nowhere. I'm gonna start setting up camp.
Okay. I would have started healing people's. So I'm just trying to go through and check things.
How late are we planning on going?
I don't know.
Alright, so I know I wasn't away that long, but anything new for me?
I'm gonna heal people's.
Okay. I am gonna stop sharing.
Okay. How long are we planning on going?
We could end right here, but it's like, oh crap.
I'd want to get back to the red cards.
Well, we've been doing it for a session.
Or, you said it's almost sunset, right?
Yes.
What if? Yeah, what if Alexia... Yeah, I have an idea. So, as I'm healing them, I would put out, we can either go to, like Alexia said, like you said, Alexia, we can go back to the red cards, or Alexia, or Alexia, if you think is a good idea, and also Taman, you can, wait a second. No. Oh gosh darn it, that's not how the Ring of Summoning works. You can't take other people with the Ring of Summoning, right? It's just that one person?
Yes, that's it.
Gosh darn it. Never mind, I'll just continue to heal people. I retract my statement.
I think we should end soon. We can just chat for a bit, but I am.
Alright. Last hour?
Alright, sure. And I decide to do Prayer of Healing, which is 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. Oh, wait.
Or you could just rest.
or I could just rest. But then we'd be there for even later.
Yeah.
But I already have my spells still. What would be the point of resting if I already have spells?
In case you go into combat.
And also at sundown.
Well, how much does the rest heal?
With a hit point roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
One hit point roll?
Let me double check. I think that's really it. Right. I'll go and check.
A long rest, I think, heals more than that.
No,
Well-
I'm just saying a short rest.
Well, yeah, a long rest for me is 4 hours, a short rest is 2. You guys would have to rest for a lot longer.
Because we're humans.
Right.
At least 1 hour, at least 1 hour long, during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. Character can spend 1 or more hit die at the end of a short rest. Your character sheet should have a hit die on them.
Yeah.
And you roll that and you recover that much.
So if for me it says 1d8 per cleric level, that's including cantrips, level 1, level 2, and level 3.
No, that's your
No.
cleric. That's your cleric level.
Well,
Well, that's hit
Look.
dice, or are you talking hit point dice?
It's just called hit dice.
Yeah, that's what I have for my hit dice.
Yeah, and it's not like including like those spell levels. It's you are a cleric.
Per my level. Okay,
Yeah. It says cleric level because if you multi-class.
got it. Okay. So for me, so I could heal.
Tamon?
I should heal some as well.
You can take a short rest or a long rest, or like you guys should go and discuss how you want to take a rest.
Yeah, we need to talk that. We can't choose different things.
Well, technically we could. Anyway, I say we rest up before attempting another teleport. Oh yeah, that would have been my suggestion.
All right. How long do you want to rest?
4 hours
Okay, so you want to take a long rest. Use Soraya.
for me. Yeah. Or wait, how long was the? You said
I'd say
one.
at least 1 hour long for a short rest. So you can take the long rest, Soraya, but Tamon can only take a short rest. You can take the long rest. He can only take a short rest.
Okay. Because for the short rest, it's just 1 hit dice.
Yes. 1 or more hit die
For 1 hour?
for at least 1 hour. Yes.
Okay, I was.
I'm just giving that out because it's like I remember we talked about. Okay, fine. We had a resting rule here. We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Okay. Well, I'll do it. I mean, for me, it's easy. I was just trying to figure it all out.
Because the hard way is the way that I originally had it before, and which was a short rest is 8 hours, okay, and a long rest is a week.
That's ridiculous.
For a brutal campaign.
Right.
We are set up in a brutal campaign. I'm making an but I said I'll go and give leeway to certain situations. This is one of those situations.
Okay.
I'm just kind of I'm shaking my fist my God, guys, make a decision, okay?
Well, I don't remember us talking about that, so that's why I asked. So anyway, Taman,
Okay,
what do
because
you
you're
do? Taman, what are you gonna do?
What do you want to do? Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take a rest because I definitely need to rest up.
Okay. Soraya, you gonna take a long rest?
A long rest for me, yes.
Alright. Roll your hit dice for recovering.
How many do I get to roll?
That should be in your class chart.
It tells me what dice it is, but like how many for the short rest.
Well, if you're taking 4 hours, I would guess half your.
No. You can use. I need to see someone's character sheet. Can someone go and show me?
I know what my hit dice is, but I don't know what it means. Like you spend them to rest up or what.
Okay, you have a limited. You have a limited number.
Where do I keep track of them?
I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna look at Soraya's sheet.
It's gonna be on my spell chart.
How many do you have? That's my question.
I have no idea. I didn't even know this was something I needed to keep track of.
It says, well, for me in the top right of my spell list, I had the hit dice as 1d8 per cleric level, which I just changed to level to simplify it. So if I'm doing that for me for a long rest, then it would be 5d8 as per my understanding.
Oh, 1d8 per level. Okay. So you have, what, 5 1d8s to roll.
Yeah, 5d8.
Okay. You can choose how many you want to do. Tammin, what's your hit die, and how many levels are you?
I'm level 4, and mine is a D10.
Alright. So you can roll 4 d10s if you want.
Well, how do I get more hit die? What?
Taking a long rest.
Okay.
Oh. Is it not per level? Or is it just per...
It's if you take a short rest, you can use some hit die to heal yourself, and then when you take a long rest, you heal to full.
Well, actually, you don't heal the full. You heal up half the die. You heal up. You regain half equal to half of your total number.
When you take a long rest?
Yes. So like when you take a long rest, you regain two regain two short rests, or you regain 2 hit die rolls.
I thought it restored you to full health and full hit die when you take a long rest.
Okay, reading here. A long rest is a period of extended downtime, at least 8 hours long, during which a character sleeps or performs light activity, reading, talking, eating, and blah blah blah. Okay, for no more than 2 hours. If the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, 1 hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, or similar adventuring activity, character must begin rest again to gain any benefit. At the end of a long rest, a character regains all lost hit points. The character also regains spent hit dice up to a number equal to half the character's total number of them.
Okay.
So you heal full, you gain half your hit die rolls.
Okay.
Okay, I get it. So basically, you have 5d8 you can spend for the day, which you can use in a period of short rest. But if you do a long rest, it regains the hit die.
And full health, and you get full health.
Okay, in that case, I don't need to use my hit die.
Yes, you do.
Nope.
Well,
I'm
actually,
doing
yeah,
it
you don't. Actually, you don't. Alright. But you should keep track of that.
Yeah.
I will use 2 hit die.
Alright, roll.
I rolled a 10 and a 6.
16?
Yep.
You want to, what's your total health now?
So I am currently at 17 health then. Not counting any healing spells Rachel does.
Alright. Well, Lexi says she can go back. Are you guys ready?
I guess I would ask, you know, would we want to try for the town?
She's shaking her head no.
Okay. So I nod and, yeah, if she doesn't feel comfortable with it, we have no idea where we are, so, yeah. We'll go back home.
Alright, so but this time it's night, so she says, hold hands. You ready?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Blink. Let's roll. Let's roll the die.
Dear God, please.
You're back at the house.
Yeah.
In one piece. It's nighttime. You see Lady Red card.
Soraya doesn't want to go inside.
And the maid's there. The maid, you see the maid point out to you guys.
What did we... Oh, okay, I was like, what, did we land in the middle of the living room?
Oh no, you're a ways away. But she points out to you. You notice that.
Soraya doesn't say anything.
What do you do?
Soraya puffs up her chest and walks towards the house.
And then you follow?
Yeah.
Alexia follows too. Yes, she comes up to you guys and she you have eye contact. She just backs away slowly.
And is this the maid or Lady
This is the maid.
Okay.
And the maid approaches Taman. Taman. You have eye contact?
Sure.
Where's your bird?
I just look down.
She backs away. Hi Alexia. Sup? Yeah. We should probably walk next time.
Soraya sighs. And nods.
Alright.
Soraya is thoroughly embarrassed. I guess with that, gone inside.
You're inside. Alright, so what do you want to do for the rest of the night? I guess Tammy can go for the long rest now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Soraya?
I guess I would have had to explain what happened to Lady Redcard, and then I'd
Lady
go back.
Redcard laughs.
Mm.
And she says she's sorry. You hear Redcard in the distance, he laughs too.
And I would politely excuse myself and go to my room.
Alright, so Taman's asleep. Sorry, you have the last few hours. You have the last of the night until morning.
I read the
Huh?
I read the book.
All right, reading the book. This is. I mean, you guys didn't do very much, but I'm quite satisfied.
I lost my birdie.
Yes, you lost your bird. You definitely lost your bird.
Oh crap! Did you even grab the body?
No, you did not grab the body. Wait, I'm gonna see one roll
I
percentile.
didn't grab the body.
What do you do?
I would have grabbed the body.
Alright, okay. Wait, I'll roll for it. I'll roll if you did. I'll give you advantage. Fuck it. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Give it a proper burial. Drop it down the drainage hole. Send a torch after it. A Viking death. I'm kidding. Anyway,
Yeah, the
as
book.
much as I'd like to end on a happy note, I think we can end there.
Okay, so, as you read more of the book, it goes on saying, being a weak child, she was the target of many of stronger clans, of stronger families, who wished to claim her family. The day she had fruit from the tree, she survived an attempted murder. She then had revenge by sacrificing her assailant to the tree. And in retaliation, she lost her family. And in return, she slaughtered the entire family of her assailants who killed her family. And she too fed their blood to the tree. And she knows that the more blood she fed to the tree, the stronger it got. You read that far this morning.
Okay.
Alright, so we can end here or we can keep going.
I think I'm getting a little burnt out.
Alright. How's the game?
Yeah, I need to.
Oh wait, so we'll end the game, stop in recording. We're good? We're good?
Mm-hmm.